Before you give up on her, just watch. Most guys give up too quickly. They think they've already lost the battle before the war even starts. She starts pulling away, acting distant, not responding like she used to, and it feels like it's over. But what if I told you that this is actually your biggest opportunity? Instead of walking away defeated, what if you could flip the situation in your favor, without chasing, begging, or losing your self-respect? Most men never understand this. They act too soon, too desperately, too emotionally, and that's exactly what ruins everything. So before you give up, watch this video. If you apply what I'm about to share, you'll find yourself in a position most men never get to. Let's dive in. Most guys panic when a woman becomes distant. They assume she's lost interest, found someone else, or simply doesn't care anymore. But the truth is much deeper. Women don't just wake up one day and stop feeling something. It happens gradually. Here's why. When she first met you, there was mystery, excitement, and a challenge, but now she knows exactly how you feel. It's predictable. She tests your emotional control. She wants to know, do you panic, do you overreact, or do you stay calm and unshaken? She needs space to reignite her emotions. Attraction isn't based on words. It's built on distance, tension, and emotions. When everything's always available, it loses value. This is where most men fail. When she pulls away, they push harder, they text more, call more, try harder, but that's when attraction dies. If she doesn't have to work for your attention, she won't value it. Here's something most men miss. When she pulls away, it's often a subconscious test. She's wondering, is he emotionally strong enough to handle this? Will he chase me or hold his ground? Does he truly have options? Or is he just pretending? The dangerous part. Most men fail right here. She ignores them. They text again. She takes longer to respond. They ask if everything is okay, and they try to reschedule immediately. Every time they do this, they prove to her that she's in control. The men who win this test don't react emotionally. They don't chase. They don't beg. They simply hold their ground. And that's when she starts to feel something unexpected. Regret. Women don't fall in love with presence. They fall in love with absence. The less you give away freely, the more she values what she gets. Think about it. When something is always there, you stop noticing it. But when it disappears, you start craving it. That's why pulling back at the right time is your most powerful move. Instead of texting her first, wait. Instead of liking her posts, ignore them. Instead of adjusting your schedule for her, prioritize yourself. When you stop being predictable and stop reacting immediately, everything changes. She'll start noticing your absence. That's when she starts wondering, why isn't he reacting? Did he lose interest? Is he seeing someone else? The moment you stop giving freely, she'll start missing you. Most guys try to fix things when a woman pulls away. They think, maybe if I explain myself, if I show her how much I care, she'll come back. But attraction doesn't work like that. Instead of trying to win her back with words, match her energy. If she's distant, don't overcompensate. Pull back and stay neutral. If she reaches out, respond, but don't overinvest. Most men make the mistake of welcoming her back too easily. She disappears for a week, then suddenly texts, hey, what do? They jump at the opportunity. Big mistake. Here's how to handle it. Stay calm. Don't act like her message is the best thing to happen to you. Let her work for it. If she disappeared, she needs to prove she's serious about coming back. Take back control of the pace. Don't fall into old patterns. Let her feel the distance before you give her too much attention again. If you do this, she'll respect you more because she knows she can't take you for granted. Here's the truth. Not every woman will come back, and that's okay. If she pulls away and doesn't return, then she's saved you from wasting more time on the wrong person. You don't want a woman who stays just because you chase her. You want a woman who stays because she values you. The power of silence. Silence is one of the most powerful responses you can give. When she pulls away, most guys feel the need to argue, explain, or fight for her attention, but the truth is, silence speaks louder than words. It creates mystery, uncertainty, and a shift in emotional power. At first, she won't even notice. She assumes you'll check in, send a text, or try to fix things, but days pass, then weeks. And that's when she starts realizing something's different. Now you're no longer predictable. You've disappeared from her world, and that creates a void she wasn't expecting. That's when she starts reevaluating her feelings for you. Most women assume that men will always be available. They think no matter what they do, you'll still be there waiting. But when you don't act like most men, when you choose silence over chasing, it disrupts her expectations. She starts wondering, why isn't he reacting? Has he moved on? That question alone creates a wave of emotions she wasn't prepared for. At first, she feels fine. She might even feel relieved, thinking you'll reach out soon. But then, silence. No texts, no calls, no engagement on social media, nothing. Days turn into weeks. She starts checking her phone more often. Still nothing. And that's when it hits her. She's the one feeling uncertain. She's the one wondering if she made a mistake. The unspoken rule of attraction. A woman values you based on how difficult you are to replace. When you're always there, always available, she never has to think about losing you. But when you're absent, she starts to crave you. That absence creates mystery, and mystery creates attraction. Why she starts watching you again? Once the silence sets in, she does what most women do. She starts watching you. Checking your online activity, scrolling through old messages, liking your posts again, hoping you'll react. Why? Because she's trying to figure something out. Did I lose him? And when she starts thinking she might have lost you, she reevaluates everything. How to handle her testing the waters. If she throws out a test, a random hey, a reaction to a post, or a text about something meaningless, don't take the bait. If you respond too quickly, too eagerly, you confirm she still has you, and that resets the game. She'll lose interest again. When she reaches out after your silence, don't act like it's a victory. Stay grounded, don't fall back into old patterns. Let her work for your attention. If she values you, she'll prove it, through actions, not words. And if she doesn't, then you've won. Never be the guy who's always available, always chasing. Focus on your life and your priorities. When you give her space, when you allow her to miss you, you become more valuable in her eyes. You win not by chasing her, but by becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase anyone. Don't chase. Level up. If she let you down, don't beg, don't chase. Level up. Focus on yourself, keep moving forward, and let your silence speak for you. You don't win by chasing. You win by becoming the man who never has to chase.